Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. And this is why you need to open up, because I'm always gonna say that.
Okay, well, the next time, let me open up.
Oh, please, you begged me last time. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning into the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. I know we've been gone for some time, but
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
The
Longer than that.
The last time we did it was, I think, the night before Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, way over 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. We've been sick.
We've been
You was
sick.
sick twice.
I'm still sick a little bit.
You know, it was like this is like a never ending flu and cold season or whatever. I don't know. You know, you can always why don't we have some fun tonight and call into the show at 508-974-4231. Again, that's 508-974-4231. Yeah, we just been just terribly sick.
Very.
You know, and the funny part about it, right?
I blame it all on Mr. Blaizeman.
Yeah, blame it all on me. What are you gonna blame it on me for?
Because you're the one who started. You're the one who got sick. And the first time you're the one who got sick. And you passed it all around. And as soon as you passed it around, you got better.
I did not pass it around.
And then I got better. And then you got sick again. And then you passed it around again.
I did not.
You did too.
I did not pass this around.
Do you want me to get witnesses? Witnesses, please call me.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
know.
Okay.
We
all
know
right,
what
all
the
right.
truth
So
is.
these are the witnesses that you're gonna come up. You're gonna get people to call into the show that collaborates with your story. It's not. They're not credible witnesses for you to say. Number one, my little niece, okay, which we haven't seen much of because we've been sick.
Exactly.
My great niece,
Yes,
Elodie.
my baby goddaughter, which was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, my princess.
Okay, so we got that out of the way. Anyways, so she was here one day, right? And she just had like this cough. She wasn't complaining she was sick or anything like that. She was playing her toys, doing a normal thing.
Are you trying to put this on her?
And she had this cough.
Are you trying to put this on her?
And I'm not like and I gave her a hug and give her a kiss goodbye and kiss hello and stuff like that. And I think I got something a little bit from her.
I don't think so.
And when I got sick for like a day and a half. I mean, I was out. Boom, out for the count. I was out, right?
You slept most of the whole time. You had a fever.
Yeah. And so the next couple of days come and I'm good.
Yeah, he was fine.
I'm good. Then all of a sudden, my sister Cindy started getting sick. She's coughing and coughing. Then all of a sudden, this one starts getting sick, coughing and coughing and coughing. And ladies and gentlemen, we're not exaggerating here at all. Okay, not at all. We literally been sick for over 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, and my wife
was sick before Christmas.
And my wife still has a cough. I still have a cough. It mostly happens at night when your body's getting ready to relax.
Mine happens all day.
And And yeah, well, okay. So yeah, Miss Tammy's happens all the time. Everybody's happened all the time. It just again for me gets a little worse when you lay down and your body starts to relax for the night when you go to bed. Anyways, um, so uh, you know, I forgot what I was gonna
Maybe you
say.
should use pillow like high pillows, like you tell me.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you don't use them, so why should I?
I already have.
You have a high pillow,
I
but you
have
don't
two
use it.
pillows. I have two.
No, you have two flat pillows.
That's still two pillows.
No, your two pillows don't even come close to your big, thick pillow. I have a thick pillow that I hate. And I've been using it ever since we got it because Mr. Blaizeman said that it helps with my cough and it helps with my snoring. And yes, everybody, I snore.
And it does, ladies and gentlemen. It
So
does.
I use my pillow every single night. Mr. Blaizeman, who wanted these pillows in the first place, doesn't even use his. He uses his two flat pillows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the other one I put between my legs.
Okay. You could put a thin flat pillow between
I
your
have
legs.
to I have to have it has to be a pillow. It has to be some kind. I have to have something between my legs because of my back
You do have
surgeries and
something
stuff.
between your legs.
Okay, this is kind of a family show, so don't know where you're going
I
with
was
this.
talking about the pillow. What are you talking about?
The pillow. So getting back to where my niece is the one who got everyone
She
sick in the
was did
house.
not get
She
anybody sick.
did.
No, she
She
didn't because
did.
she
She
was
did.
over the week before too, and she had a little sniffles. The same thing. Because even I even asked her. I said, "Elodie, you still have a little cough?" And she's like, "Yeah, I had this cough for a long time." She goes, "But I'm not really sick." So she had that cough for a while, and we seen her during the time that she had that cough, and we didn't get sick. But you got sick. I don't know how you got sick, but you got sick on your own, and then you gave it to all of us.
But I didn't get sick on my own.
Well, you certainly did.
Okay,
Okay.
I did. I got sick on my own. I mean, because we're just gonna go back and forth, right? You
Uh,
are, you did,
who
you are,
cares
you
who
did.
made each other sick?
You know, the
But we
bottom line is we've been sick dying with it for over 6 weeks, and you caught it twice.
yeah, because I got better. But then what happened?
Well,
You got sick again.
because the whole point I'm trying to make it this is look, not that I'm not sitting here telling anybody not to go to a doctor. Okay, you don't feel good, go to the doctor. Okay,
I already went twice.
but myself and my sister Cindy are just we're cutting this out. Okay, and of course Miss Tammy, you know, she's got to go to the doctor. You know what I mean? Because
Because I felt like
she's the only one that's different and dying differently than the rest of us. So anyway, so
because
she's got to go to doctor. Well, okay, go ahead. Because of what?
because I felt like I couldn't breathe and all I did was cough and I couldn't sleep and I
Yeah,
was just miserable. My
exactly.
head
It's
was pounding.
terrible, terrible, terrible,
So
terrible.
yeah, I wanted to go to the doctors because I wanted to clear it up.
Right, terrible, terrible, terrible. I agree. Right. So you go to the doctor and here's some antibiotic and here's an inhaler. Oh, we want you to go to pulmonary doctor too, so they can take a meaningless CAT scan of your lungs. Okay, and then when we get there, her pulmonary doctor looks at it and goes, well, you could have had in the very beginning RSV or COVID or the flu. And I ain't saying nothing. I'm just sitting there listening to this guy, right?
Because that's what's going around.
And
A
she
lot of people
and
have the
she
same symptoms that
goes
we do, and
and she goes and she's like, but my legs, they feel so tired. They do this, they do that. And he's like, well, that can happen if you have an infection, all that stuff like that. But she never got a fever. I got a
yes,
fever.
I did get a fever for one day. I did.
99,
You know what?
99.
I'm not trying to make
No,
myself.
but listen,
I don't
I'm
want
trying to
anybody
make a
to feel bad
point.
for me, but I did get a fever too.
I'm trying to make a point. You go to the doctor, blah blah this. He says all these things to you. You go and get a $3,000 CAT scan, whatever, and come back. The first thing he says is, "Oh, I didn't see your first CAT scan from St. Anne's," or they didn't mention because I think everybody that a pulmonary doctor sees, they all have this. What's it called?
Nodules.
Nodules. Okay, I believe everybody in the world has nodules
No,
because
not everybody in the world
he
has
looks at
nodules, but
her.
but
He looks at her and he says, he goes, oh, yeah, we seen some nodules from the St. Anne's CAT scan. I don't know why they didn't mention anything in the, in the description on the paperwork. He goes, but yeah, you got nodules. He says, listen, ladies and gentlemen, he says, they're the size of a pinhead. He goes,
and that's a good thing.
before that, though, he says on the first CAT scan that they were a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger than the pinhead. He goes, now that I look at this one right now, they shrunk. They shrunk to the size of a pinhead.
That's good too.
So I don't fucking know what determines a pinhead in his eyes, but I know if we all look at a pinhead with a magnifying glass, that's pretty fucking small. Anyways, so he's like, okay, blah blah this. Before that, her primary doctor, our primary doctor, which is a very good doctor, and he gives her an inhaler, he gives her antibiotics, all this stuff like that. Oh, it's going around. Okay, that's the answer. It's going around. Okay. Um, so I don't know. That kind of stuff bothers me when a doctor says, oh, it's going around. Can you give me an idea what it is? What's going around? Is it a respiratory illness? What's going around?
That he said it was a respiratory illness.
Right. So again, so then we come home, blah, blah, blah. Miss Tammy takes her medicine and she's shooting the puffer up there. In the meantime, my sister and I are still sick, letting this run its course, run through our bodies, all that stuff like that. And she's all medicated up. Mind you, she's not getting better at all. She still is sick as myself and my sister. Okay, after her fancy medicine she got. Okay.
Fancy,
So
fancy.
now we're at the pulmonary doctor this time. And he says the whole spiel about the pin needle things and all of that stuff like that, right? So he says, oh, I'm going to give you a different inhaler.
Yeah.
This one's got steroids in it, he says. Okay. And I say to my wife, I said, I don't know why they didn't give you the one with the steroids in it in the first place. Well, the reason why they give her one with proper steroids and the one you properly need is because our insurance don't cover it. And if I was to buy it outright, it was what, $460?
Yes.
Okay. So but our insurance will cover this other inhaler. And so what are you going to do? Say, excuse me, what are you going to do? Say, no, I don't want an inhaler. So you're going to say, yeah. There's no
And
difference.
I'm still waiting for the insurance for the pre-op. And this was
Yeah,
last Wednesday, so a whole entire week went
right,
by, and I still don't have this inhaler that's supposed to make me feel better.
right. So look at it this way, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, God forbid she's really not sick bad with something bad respiratory, doctors can and do make mistakes. They're human like everybody else is. And again, got all of this new set of antibiotics, whatever. She's getting better. She's getting better. But I got to be 100% honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. So are me and my sister. This is just, it's going away for us. And it's starting to go away for her. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is I don't think any of those fucking medications worked for her. Okay. Because whatever this is, just has got to run its course.
Yeah, because it's fibro. Usually, if
You
it's
know,
something like that, there's nothing really you can take for it. It just needs to get out of your system. You need to rest, drink liquids, and basically wait for it
rest.
to, yeah, wait for it to go away.
you know, rest.
But unfortunately, people
And
can't
they
just sit
keep
around for 6 weeks and not do anything.
and they keep saying like it's a respiratory thing.
It is a
And
respiratory
my
thing.
sister and I had no symptoms as far as any respiratory. Okay. And the only reason why we were breathing heavy and stuff like that, because we just got done having like a minute and a half coughing fit, you know, and everything originated from right here. Okay. Gunk would go from the nose down the throat into a little chest area over here. So that way it would irritate when you would cough. because it's trying to break up. It's trying not to go any further. Okay, because everything, I'm not trying to gross people out, but everything I spit up or blew out my nose, it was clear. There was no color to it whatsoever the entire time. It was clear.
And this is why
And
Mr.
I don't
Blaizeman
understand why they
doesn't
didn't.
go to doctors because he thinks he's a doctor himself.
No, it's not because I think I'm a doctor itself. I mean, doesn't this make perfect sense? You're on all this medication and you're just starting to get better. Better. And her and I took no medication and we're just starting to get better. That's all I'm trying to say. It's they didn't give my wife didn't you like sit there like puzzled like what do you mean I could have had RSV or COVID or the flu?
Yeah, because they don't know.
So we sit there and we take a triple guess. Again, if anybody wants to get in on this conversation with Miss Tammy and myself, give us a call 508-974-4231. We'd love to hear from you. But would you say that you're starting to feel a little bit better now?
Yes, but I think if I had the proper inhaler with the steroids, I think I would have felt a lot better because then my airways would have got open more. So hopefully I can get that because he wants me to take it for a month. So hopefully I can get that, but I don't know because it's all has to do with the insurance companies, and which is so sad because if somebody's sick and they need this,
Yeah,
and
but you're going to be better by the time that thing comes in. You're going to be better
well, I hope so.
because you don't need it. It's not respiratory.
Well,
It's
mine's
not.
is according to
No.
my
Oh
doctor.
my God. I went to the same doctor, remember? Well, not the same doctor, but the same place.
He said I have bronchitis.
Everybody's got bronchitis. I've had bronchitis since I was 14 years old. Every time I'd feel sick and have a bad cough and a cold or I'd go to ER. I remember it like it was yesterday. They'd be like, "Oh, you got bronchitis."
Okay, so that has to do with your lungs. That has to do with your respiratory. It's not just a common cold.
I don't know, baby. I'm only question is because all three of us, I believe that we all had the exact same thing. And it's just something that's going to run its course. You had the same thing last year. Ladies and gentlemen, she had this last year. I mean, I could go back in the archives and the videos and talk about, get us talking about how she had same thing last year. It went on for a month.
Yeah, this one's going on for like 6 weeks.
So past 6 weeks.
Yes, past
So
6 weeks.
we'd like to hear from one of you if you want to get in on the conversation again. The number is scrolling across the bottom of your screen, and you could give the Miss Tammy Blaizeman show a call at 508-974-4231. Okay, you don't have to tell us who you are. I'll ask who you are, but you can say, I'd rather not, I'd rather not say.
I would like to hear from you guys out there. So if you're listening, please
Call in. You
call
don't have to,
in,
they don't have
talk
to
to
beg them.
us.
They're going to call if they want.
Ask how we're doing. We can ask how you're doing. I just want to.
Well, they know how we're doing. We just told them we're sick.
Well, the Blaizeman and Miss Terry show is not going to end next Tuesday, and it's not because we're
Next
sick.
Tuesday?
Yeah, next Tuesday.
We don't.
I'm sorry, we air on Wednesday, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it on the Wednesday because I am going for eye surgery on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I'm going to be feeling. I don't even know if I'm going to have a patch over my eye or what. So depending on how we feel, hopefully I feel okay that to sit here for an hour and talk. I don't know how funny I'm going to look though. I bet you have a black and blue eye, but anyways, I'm gonna definitely try to make it. The surgery's on Tuesday, and the show is on Wednesday, so I'm definitely gonna try to make it. So I hope everybody joins in next week.
Yeah, join in next week, will you? Okay. I have to do a little bit of maintenance back here if you can keep the audience occupied, if you don't mind.
Okay. So, anyways, I have a question. Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick. What's your thoughts of him? I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are. My thoughts are he is a really good coach. Um, the Patriots should have kept him as a coach. They should have kept him one more year, and when his contract was over, he could have chose to retire, or he could have chose to rent somewhere else. But they definitely should have kept him one more year, and then let him make up his mind what he wanted to do. I don't think that they should have let him go. I think that was an awful choice on their part. I think that Gerard Mayo is an awful choice for a coach. Yeah, I do. I think he's an awful choice for a coach. Why would you take Bill Belichick, who is like the super duper of all coaches, fire him
I love it.
and
Super
take
duper.
Gerard Mayo and make him the coach? If you're gonna take a coach, if you're gonna make a whole new coach, then you hire somebody from that's not in the Patriots organization. And I know that Gerard Mayo had in his contract that if Bill Belichick ever left, that he was going to be the coach. Well, you know what? Um, I'm just so upset. I don't even know what words to put into my head. No, it's true. They should have let him retire. They should have let him retire from the Patriots.
Right.
There's no he 24 years. I mean, how can you just because two bad seasons? Yeah, bad seasons. Well, you had bad players. Okay? And that's not all Bill Belichick's fault. No, it's not.
No, you don't think so?
No, Gerard Mayo was a coach. How come it's not his fault?
Well, because it falls on the head coach, babe.
Okay. So it falls on the head coach.
Yes,
Okay.
falls on the head coach.
Okay.
I mean, what do you want to say? Look,
I just
I don't
told you what I wanted
understand
to say.
whatever that they're going to do with Gerard Mayo back there. Okay, why can't they just keep Bill around and you know just do what they're going to do with Mayo? They're going to draft good. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. So why can't they just do that now with Bill Belichick? Right, Miss Tammy? Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And then when his contract is up, they just don't have to rehire him. That's all.
Well, his contract is up.
I thought he had one more year.
He does.
Okay, then you just said it was up.
Well, because all right. In layman's terms, you're right. His contract wasn't up. But in football, yes, his contract's up. Nobody stays on their last 1 year deal, especially if they're good enough and they know another team's gonna follow them. Nobody does that.
Oh, okay.
So, well, I'm teaching you.
Well, the Patriots should have kept him.
Well, I don't know. They didn't though.
Yeah, they didn't because
Let's take a listen to this.
To hire. For some reasons, I am kind of a little concerned, but that's with everything because you don't know what's going to happen. But first of all, as a black coach, we need way more black coaches, especially players that play the game. They went through it, they know from inside the locker room, on the field, they give you them experiences. And another thing is, I just feel like it's time. I think he's been around enough to know what's going on. The only thing I'm worried about is just when you fire a coach that's been there for so long in that organization, and you hire somebody that's just been underneath him for so long, it's like, are we bringing the same coach? That's the only thing I'm worried about. But other than that, I love the move. He's younger. He can relate to the players, and he's been in the locker room. He's been in that uniform. He knows what it feels like
you bring in
to play the game.
coach.
So I'm happy for him.
Shady, let me elaborate on your point, big dog, because you said something I was thinking earlier today. I love the move.
What?
They're bringing in a coach who's not even a full coach like Bill Belichick is. They're bringing in like a part-time coach or like
Well, he is like the linebacker coach.
Okay, so he's the linebacker coach. He's not the coach of the whole team. Bill Belichick's the coach of the whole team. So you're gonna kick him out and have a coach just for the linebackers now be a coach for the whole team.
Right.
What sense does that make?
It doesn't make sense, but
He
you have to learn.
He was there with these players too. So obviously he didn't do his job either.
Yeah, but Bill Belichick never played a snap of football in his life. But when he got into football, I mean, he had to start somewhere. He was a special teams coach. Matter of fact, he used to coach the cornerbacks and stuff. And then he moved up to linebackers.
If you're blaming the coaches for the team, I'm not saying you. I'm saying if somebody's blaming the coaches for this team doing rotten this year and last year. You get rid of all the coaches, then hire a whole bunch of new crew. Why would you take a guy who's already a coach and just have a certain amount of players and make him coach of everybody now? And why do you think that he's going to do any better?
I don't think he's going to do any better.
No, I don't think
But
so.
the reason, let's understand it. The reason he is head coach is because he put in his contract that while he was there, this is Gerard Mayo.
Yeah.
While he was there, and if Bill was to leave or retire, in Gerard Mayo's contract, it says he becomes head coach.
Yeah, I know that.
So,
well, wasn't he smart when he did that?
You bet your ass he was. My ladies and gentlemen, stick around.
I have a question. I have a question.
You can't ask the question. We have to go right now.
No, I have a question.
Do
you think that he did that on purpose with the team so Bill Belichick could leave?
No.
Why?
No.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'll answer you when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around for more Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show right after this song. We will be back.
No matter what you are, I will always be with you. Doesn't matter what you do, girl. Ooh, girl, want you. No matter where you go, I will always be around. Won't you tell me what you found, girl? Ooh, girl, want you. Knock down the old gray wall, be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do. If you would give me all, 'cause I would give it to you. Nothing would be, nothing would be, nothing would be. No matter where you go, there will always be a place. Can't you see it in my face, girl? Ooh, girl, want you. Knock down the old gray wall, be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do. If you would give me all, 'cause I would give it to you. Nothing would be, nothing would be, nothing would be. No matter what you are, I will always be with you. Doesn't matter what you do, girl. Ooh, girl, want you. Ooh, girl, you, girl, want you. Ooh, girl, you, girl, want you.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. We like to thank all of you for sticking around and having a good time with us tonight. So I got to play a little bit more of this because I got to let Miss Tammy get this off her shoulders here because I knew there was going to be a time where she was going to flip out. I guess she just used tonight's show to do it.
How about that question I asked before the break, though? What do you think about that?
Could you ask that question again, please?
Do you think Gerard Mayo maybe blew the games or maybe didn't teach his players
No.
the correct way to play?
No.
Just so Bill Belichick
No.
could get off the team and he could be head coach.
Miss Tammy.
I think so.
No.
I think there's a.
No.
I think there's a. What was that?
I don't know.
I think there's a strong possibility that he did that.
No, babe.
I do.
Come on,
I do.
babe.
I do.
And I'm telling you no.
I don't
Okay?
care what you
Telling
say.
you no.
That's my opinion.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
You hire a former player. I love that. Players know how to relate better. They understand the culture better, all of that. But my concern is this, and it's very potent, if you will.
I can't.
Gerard
no.
Mayo knows
This
nothing
is what
besides the
pisses me
Patriot way.
off.
He was drafted by the Patriots by Bill Belichick. And then his only coaching experience is Bill Belichick's. So Gerard Mayo is always going to default to his only knowledge, which is the Patriot way. We've all been in relationships with individuals who only know how to operate based on the relationship they have seen. So if their parents argue, they argue. Their parents was peaceful, they was peaceful. Whatever the case may be, like if they don't have any other relationship experience, that's how they are going to operate. Yeah. So Mayo only knows, okay, Monday's going to be our off day. Tuesday we're going to watch film. Wednesday we're going to get it going. But what if Monday you should watch film? Tuesday should be the off day. What if there's a better way to do things, but he doesn't know that better way? I'll speak to my experience. I was privileged to be a part of the New York Giants organization, Tom Coughlin. If you're not 5 minutes early, you're late.
Oh, yeah, I got caught with that.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. But then I also played, Pat Shermer was my head coach that drafted me. Completely different lax approach. Then Chip Kelly, totally different. Chip Kelly turned everything on his head. On Saturday practice before a Sunday game, you're supposed to do a walkthrough. Chip Kelly had us sprinting because his mindset was Olympic sprinters, they do a flush, a walkthrough type of flush. They get their body going before the games. On Friday with Chip.
All right, who cares? Who cares?
I do agree with what he's saying though. About Gerard Mayo only knowing Bill Belichick's way. So why is that okay?
Well, because Miss Tammy, you have to learn from somewhere.
So he's gonna learn on the job doing it.
Well, I guess that the organization thinks that he is good enough
Do
to.
they think that, or do they have no choice but to put him there?
Well, they have a choice.
Oh, they
well,
do?
No, they don't really
No,
have,
they
a
don't have a
choice.
choice.
You're right.
They don't.
You're absolutely right, because in Mayo's contract it says
Exactly.
that he becomes head coach.
Yep.
Let's listen to these guys a little more.
Stuff that Bill did, but some of the stuff is going to be different because even playing for higher, because he is going to come in here, and yes, some of the stuff is going to stay the same because he's going to like some stuff that Bill did, but some of the stuff is going to be different because even playing for Bill, coaching for Bill, it's certain things that you want to change. I've been a part of coaching changes and all that, and each time a coach comes in, a coach is like, this is what we're changing. I already had that on my mind even when Bill was the head coach. If I was able to head coach, this is what I'm going to change. So he's going to come in there and change stuff. But for me, it's all about him being able to get players there. When you talk about a young coach that played the game, when you think about the Patriots and Bill Belichick, a lot of the guys say they don't want to go to the Patriots because the Patriot way. Now you get a player in here.
God forbid you want to win.
You come in here on these visits, you got a player talking to you. This is how we're going to do it. So I think this hire is going to be able to attract some free agents and some guys that want to come play there and play for Mayo. I think it's an excellent hire.
But you never had a player that
that's why
played underneath one person or one coach or one defense. That's what he knows. So even if guys are going back and forth, at the end of the day, man, this is what I know. I'm doing this.
No doubt, but it's going to be some things, like I say, sitting in the locker room, playing for Chip, playing for Andy Reid, playing for – it's some things that you're like, hey, why Andy doing that? Even though Andy's your greatest coach of all time and you love Andy, and it's some things like why Andy, you know what I mean?
But so I'll give you – so you asked about Andy Reid. I'll give you an example where when you're a player, you have so much success in a scheme, in a system, right? Even the coach tell you stuff that you don't want to hear. You might not like, you might not agree with. You might not agree with. I don't think it makes sense. You're going to do it because you got that trust, right? Andy Reid's one of them dudes where he might say some stuff. I might look at, you already said? But yo, I'm doing it. Some dudes just like, I don't want to say like, fooled. I don't want to say that word fooled, but like you believe so much.
Something that they had been planning for. I love that part of it because this isn't going to feel so unexpected to anybody in the building. There are things that go on in buildings that we are not privy to as media or as fans, that players know and the organization.
Well, so bottom line, Miss Tammy is upset because
Bottom line, Bill Belichick got screwed out of his job.
he didn't get okay. All right, I can't argue with a stubborn woman. That's for damn sure. So
You can argue with me, but you're not going to change my mind.
because you got to come up with a better answer than Bill Belichick got screwed out of his job.
Yeah, he did.
How?
Because he got
They were parting ways. He
They were-
was not going to continue to be the coach of the New England Patriots. It just so happens that Gerard Mayo had a contract that said, "Hey, I become new head coach."
well, first of all, I don't know why the Patriots would ever put that in a contract in the first place. I mean, because they should be able to pick who's the coach, not just have to pick this guy because it's in his contract. So I think they should have been smarter than to actually agree to that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with
I'm
you.
glad you agree with something.
So, well, as far as that part, but all the other crazy stuff you're saying, that's, I don't know.
It's not crazy.
It's a little much.
I still think that Bill Belichick should just retire now
Why?
because I think he should.
He's gonna go and he already's been interviewed with the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, I
You know,
I heard
you
he
know,
might go to-
even though Cowboys fans would sit there and say or say it back then, "Oh, I can't stand Belichick. Oh, he's a cheater. He's this. Belichick sucks." Blah blah blah. He goes to the Cowboys. Watch all these fucking Cowboy fans be so happy. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? But he might go to the Cowboys.
Yeah, I heard that.
But I think the only way he goes to the Cowboys, though, if Jerry Jones says, you know, all right, Bill, I'll fucking relax a little bit. You know what I mean? But I don't think so.
I think he should make his own team.
This isn't Madden on Xbox, baby. He can't make his own team.
I think he should get Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Julian Edelman, and
So
of
the
other people.
Patriots of 5 years ago.
yeah, exactly. And then he should go out there and say, this is my team.
This is your.
Yeah, that's what he should do.
I think that if that was the case, right, you'd probably have a lot of you know, NFL guys wanting to create their own teams. You know, it's just, I don't know. I know, I understand that you're upset about it, Miss Tammy. I understand you are, but
Yeah, I am.
Bill's gone.
Bill's gone, Brady's gone, Gronk's
Bill's
gone,
gone.
Edelman's gone.
Brady's
all gone.
gone. Edelman's gone with Rob Gronkowski. Bill's gone. Brady's gone with Edelman and Gronkowski.
All right. That's like a really sad song. I'm going to start crying.
Melissa Souza says, "LOL, Tammy. Only in the perfect world,
Yeah,
you know."
it would be a perfect team. They kick everybody's asses.
Well, we
and
did
everybody
that.
would go home crying.
We kicked everybody's asses for 20 years, so we did that.
Yeah, and I want them to do that again.
You want them to? I know she's so upset, ladies and gentlemen. You don't even understand.
I don't want them to be all separated.
She's like wackadoodle upset.
Because
You know what
I
I
can't
mean?
believe that they did that to him. Why would they do that to him? And why would they do that and then hire a coach that's already on the team?
Because it's what they
They
do,
should've just let him have one more year and then he could have retired.
babe. The whole point is I don't think he wanted to retire. That's the whole point.
No, because he wanted to stay and play for the Patriots.
You know, babe, I'm not disagreeing with you. I think if they gave him an opportunity to stay, I think he might have stayed. But they all thought it was high time that he took off.
Hmm. I
Melissa,
think it's high time that we take
Melissa's-
off from watching the Patriots.
yeah, Melissa Souza again says you have to. Let me put this up for the audience to see too. You have to admit the Pats were excellent for many years. Had to come to an end eventually. Exactly. Miss Tammy doesn't buy it. She doesn't. She don't want anything to come to an end when it comes to her Patriots. So
I think I'm gonna have to find a new team next year.
Excuse me. Yeah, you're gonna find a new team, all right.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead, find a new team.
I am.
Okay.
I'll be announcing when I make that decision what the new team will be.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm not against,
Remember
I'm
what
not
happened?
upset with the Patriots players. I'm upset with Robert Kraft and how they did Bill Belichick wrong.
But they didn't do anything wrong. They just decided to part ways. It was a mutual parting of ways.
You just sat there and said that if they kept him, he would have stayed.
Well, you never
That's
know.
not a mutual parting of ways. That's hey, you're gone. Okay, I guess I'll
Well,
go.
yeah, because if one side says, no, we don't want to do it this way no more, Bill, okay, in the crafts, all right, and then Bill goes, well, okay, that's fine, then you're a parting on mutual grounds, okay? You don't want to do what I want ask you to do, and that's it. So we got to say goodbye,
I'm gonna say
right?
goodbye too.
Let's see. Oh, I love watching the women football fans. All right. I would prefer they were excellent forever as well, but sometimes the shine is just gone. Yeah. Yeah, you can't. Everything must come to a end.
Okay, so it came to an end. I'm not watching them anymore.
Oh God.
I'm gonna pick a new team.
Okay. And what if this team sucks?
So
So, okay.
at least
All right.
it'll be a new team, fresh faces.
Okay. I'm just going to put this up for everybody to see, for everybody to admire, because you'll never see this again, ever, from any team. Any team. That's 17 AFC title. 18 AFC titles. 18 AFC titles in 20 years. Okay. We went to 9 Super Bowls and won 6. Okay. You should be happy about all of that you're seeing right now.
I
Because
am.
these young kids, okay, are just having an attitude like you're having right now, Miss Tammy, and saying, oh, I'm going to go pick a new team, or I can't do that, and blah, blah, blah. No, you stay with your team, and that's the end of that.
I was gonna stay with them. I
Well,
was gonna stay with them with Bill Belichick as the coach. And now that Bill Belichick's not the coach, I'm leaving. And wherever he goes, I'm going to follow. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So,
whoever team he goes to.
so Miss Tammy's going to have another jersey.
Yeah,
I mean, because you got a Tampa Bay jersey, number 12 Tom Brady jersey.
that's okay.
So now, I got to purchase you another jersey because of Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
No,
Do they have jerseys with Bill Belichick's name on it?
no.
Well, I think they should get one.
Look, all I'm saying is that you got to look right here, folks. You just got to look right here. I'll zoom it this way so you can get a good look right there. I know it was right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. In 2002 is when we had a 9-7 record. Okay.
Why would they fire the
then-
coach that did all that?
Because it's time for him to go. All right. And this one right here is when Brady in week 1 tore his ACL, and we still went 11-5. And I remember that so vividly because all of the big giant
Newscasters, sportscasters.
yeah, they went 11-5 without Brady. Rah, rah, rah. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6 titles. And I don't know. They all piss me off anyway. So let's just take a look at it this way. Let me bring it up here for you folks because I don't want you to all miss out on none of this shit, man.
Yeah, because you'll never see it again.
This is good stuff, And 2014 and 2017 is our where was The undefeated season was, I can't remember.
Well, it wasn't undefeated. We lost the Super Bowl.
Okay. It was the undefeated season right here, 2007, 16-0. Okay. That's when it was. So, look, if you're going to go to another team, you know how it works. You know how it works. You're going to do the same thing that you did before. Okay, where you was going to the Tampa Bays because you was in a tirade, just like you are now when Tom Brady left the Patriots. That's
Actually,
it.
this is the third time I go to another team. The first time I went to another team is with the Colts.
That's right. I apologize. When Adam Vinatieri left the Patriots, that was it. She was done with them then. Okay. So I go out, I love my baby, you know what I mean? And I'm not happy she wants to go to another team, but I love my baby. So I bought her an Adam Vinatieri fucking jersey for the Indianapolis Colts. Okay. All right. Then she made a terrible mistake because the Patriots were still winning. And she's like, "Oh, can I come back?" And I'm like, "No." I says, "You know what? It's not even up to me." I says, "But you can call everybody in our family and all of our close friends that love the Patriots, and you can ask them if it's okay if you can come back to be a Patriots fan." And she did. She called everybody, and of course, everybody's like, "Yes, of course." Blah blah blah. Right?
They did.
Fucking Brady leaves. Here I am spending another $100 and some odd dollars for a fucking jersey that says Brady. Okay. I even came this close.
But the difference between those times and this time is those times I still watch the Patriots and the other teams.
No.
So I watched the Patriots and the Colts, the Patriots in Tampa Bay. This time I'm not going to watch the Patriots. I'm going to watch the team that Bill Belichick is the coach for. And the Patriots are not in my brain no more, not in my house, not on my TV.
Well,
So how do you like that one,
I
Mr.
think
St. Pierre?
you're crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I love you dearly, but I think you're crazy.
So when you say, "Oh, the Patriots are coming on, babe, at 1 o'clock," I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, so when is my team coming on?"
Oh, yeah. Oh, someone agrees with me. Hold on.
Oh, somebody agrees.
I agree with Blaze. It is time for him to move on. Time for a flush all around because something wasn't working right for them. Exactly.
Exactly, but Todd, what's his name? Todd Mayo,
Gerard.
Gerard Mayo. It's still part of that thing that wasn't working well. So why does he get to stay? Because it's in his
Okay.
contract.
See, you're already getting fans upset, babe.
I'm sorry.
It's not me and you sitting on a couch where you're threatening me to go to another team. You got actual fans listening,
I'm
and it's
sorry.
like, and Melissa hit it right on the doorknob. Okay, you can't jump back on the bandwagon. If you leave Pat's Nations, you leave. Okay, and she
Okay.
put just killed in LOL. But that's only being polite. That's all that is. All the other stuff before that was meant. Okay. So, we're not going to stand for your little pink hat, crybaby stuff.
I'm not being a crybaby. How about the fact that I think all you guys are just like sticking with the Patriots just on the hopes that they might win again? Well, you know what? Nobody's upset that Bill Belichick left. You don't seem to be upset. I'm upset. So
Listen, I am upset.
you don't seem it. You don't seem upset that Gerard Mayo is going to be the coach.
I am besides myself that Gerard Mayo is going to be the head coach of the New England Patriots.
Okay, then say that.
Oh, you want me to say it out loud?
Yeah, I want you to say it to me.
I just did.
Okay. Well, if you feel that way, then why don't you should be more upset?
Because I'm not going to sit there, Miss Tammy, and go, I'm going to get a jersey from whatever team Bill Belichick goes for.
You
How's
know
that?
how loud that is?
It's supposed to be. It's called an air horn. You were saying.
This is just my opinion. Everybody has an opinion. Take it for what you will. But this is how I feel.
right? And Melissa, Miss Tammy, and I are enjoying your company tonight. Absolutely. This is from Melissa again. Absolutely. Absolutely. You like a team whether they win or lose, but sometimes things need to be fixed so they work right again.
I agree
And
with
you're
that.
not even giving, don't say you agree with it when you're not even giving it a chance.
I do agree with it, but Gerard Mayo is not the answer.
I don't think he's the answer either, but he got no damn choice but to make him head coach. That's what everybody's missing. Everybody's like, oh, the Crawford organization, they hired Mayo. They fucking hired him because they had to hire him.
They should have never signed the contract in the first place. They should have took
Well-
that out of the contract.
Well, you know what? Maybe things were on good terms at the time between Bill Belichick and how do you know if Mayo didn't sign his contract like 3 years ago?
I don't know when he signed it. It's
All
not-
right.
That's not the point. The point is the Robert Kraft and stuff should have never agreed to that. How did he know what was going to happen with Bill Belichick? How did he know if Gerard Mayo wasn't going to be a good quarterback? I mean, a good coach. He didn't know all this, and just automatically when
Slow down.
when Bill Belichick leaves, automatically this guy gets the job.
It was,
I mean, come on.
it was in his contract.
It should never been in his contract.
They probably
If
didn't.
we all were working someplace and
Right, Gerard Mayo and his family and shit and friends are probably laughing like a fuck.
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But
I mean, you get the job because you deserve the job, not because it's written in a contract.
right, and even Melissa agrees with you. She says, "Why would they agree to something like that? Stupid."
It is stupid.
Because at the time, maybe everybody was all hunky dory. Everybody was all lovey lovey.
Yeah, and they probably didn't think that they were going to have to worry about Bill Belichick leaving. They were probably just thinking that when he retires somewhere down the road, that Gerard Mayo would become the head coach.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have been mad still?
I would be mad, but not as mad.
Yeah, I agree with Melissa. Melissa says it worked for them at the time it was signed. So whatever was happening and the reason why Mayo's contract got signed like that, it could have been a reason for it. We don't know. It's all speculation anyways, but there could have been a reason for it, right? I think it's dumb as fucking shit.
How long has he
Melissa thinks it's fucking dumb as shit. You think it's dumb as shit. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who think it's dumb as shit. And if you think it's dumb as shit, give us a call, 508-974-4231. You're cowards out there.
How
Call
long
in and
has-
say hello.
How long has Gerard Mayo been a coach for the Patriots?
Well, Gerard Mayo has been with the Patriots his entire career. A
Well, I know
player,
he
a
was
player,
but when did he become a coach?
a player, and then he got a position. Maybe he worked at special teams at one point. Maybe he worked with the DBs, the cornerbacks. I don't know. All I know is his position before he got hired as head coach was linebacker coach. So, you know. Why am I hearing that back? Lower that phone.
I'm trying to.
Oh, somebody is upset. You don't know how to lower your phone? There you go. You could have just hit the mute on the top. So, anyways,
Well, if you were so smart, why didn't you tell me that?
oh my Lord. See, she directs her anger at me, but that's okay. That's what love is. That's why you're together for 28 years, you know? But Miss Tammy, I love you. And don't quit on the Patriots, Miss Tammy. It's all I got to say.
We'll see.
And before we go, we'll answer one more from Melissa. Melissa, Miss Tammy, and I like to thank you for hanging around and talking to us and having some fun. This is Melissa's last. But I think it's dumb as shit too. But it is what it is. As a loyal fan, I trust the process. You see how she threw that loyal fan in there, Miss Tammy?
I've always been a loyal fan.
Whoa. Whoa, you just got done telling everybody here on the internet with 75 million people listening in that you
I
left
said I always was a loyal fan.
you left the Patriots to go to the Colts. You left the
No, I did
Patriots
not.
to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now you want to leave the Patriots again to go follow Bill wherever he goes.
You can be a fan of multiple teams. I used
Not
to
in this house.
I used to root for the Patriots and the Colts. The Patriots
Not in
and
this house.
Tampa Bay.
Not in this house.
But this year, I don't know if I'm going to root for the Patriots.
Not in this house.
Well, yes, in this house.
See, Melissa says, LOL, you're going to follow Belichick, so that means you're a wagon jumper. You know what I mean? I never thought that I would have to hear from another Patriots fan that my wife's a fucking wagon jumper. I don't know what to say, but I do know what to say here now. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. Peace and love to each and every one of you out there. We will not be live next Wednesday. Miss Tammy is going to have her eye surgery. So if everybody could say a little prayer for my lovely wife, and that's the deal there, Miss Tammy.
I'd like to thank everybody for listening to us and watching us, and we really appreciate it. Next Wednesday, if I am up to it, like I told Mr. Blaizeman, I will do the show. I can't promise how I'm going to look, but most likely we're not. But we will definitely keep you informed either way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, don't forget to stick around. Come back. Stick around. Stay on your laptop. Stay on your phone. Stay on your tablet. Everything. And come on back and enjoy a great show with Politicking with Mr. B. I know the show says politicking, but it's not always about politics. Okay. So come on back and check out Politicking with Mr. B. I'll catch you all on the flip side. Night, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
Of all the boys.